Hello, parents. My name is Christine Gallinetti, and I'm so excited to be your child's second grade teacher. I know this year is going to look a little bit different, but I want you to know I'm so excited about it. I did virtual learning last year, and I actually loved it. I felt like the kids and I got really close, and I felt like they were getting it and they thrived, and we did so many fun things. So I'm looking forward to doing even more fun things this year and making it a great year for your kids and you. So I'm going to do a slideshow. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to go hit it right there. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so welcome back to Garden Road 2020, 2021. We're so excited you're here. Okay, so the next one, that is me in second grade. I've wanted to be a teacher since I was just a little girl. So that is my second grade picture. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I began teaching in 1990, which means I started teaching when I was about 12. I've taught every grade except first grade in the elementary years. And I have to say, whatever year I'm teaching is usually my favorite, but I do think second is my all-time favorite. So my husband is a pool guy. He owns his own pool business, and he's a Forest soccer coach in Forest Ranch. And so we both talk kids all the time. I have a son who's 27. His name is Connor, and Connor works at Google in San Francisco. I also have a 24-year-old daughter, and her name is Kelsey, and Kelsey is a second grade teacher in Scottsdale, Arizona. So, and another trivia fact here is my sister is a second grade teacher in Rancho Bernardo. So we breed teachers. I have one dog named Malaya, and we have a golden doodle puppy coming December 2020. We lost our golden retriever last year, so got to have a golden of some sort. I have to say we also have 3 chickens, but that has to do with my husband, not me. Like I said, I wanted to be a teacher for as long as I remember. And something interesting is I love continuing my education and taking classes, but I've never applied it to a master's program. I've just taken many, many, many classes at the college level after my credential. But this summer, my daughter and I decided to do a master's program at San Diego State. So I was also a student this summer with my daughter. I imagined us with Starbucks and college sweatshirts and going to the bookstore, but instead we Zoomed, and we have Zoom University sweatshirts instead of our San Diego State sweatshirts. But I am getting my master's. It's a 2-summer program, and I will have it next year. The reason I chose a summer program is because I didn't want it to affect my teaching at all. My students are my priority during the school year, but I did learn a ton. So I will be using all that information this year. So that is a little bit of information about me. Oh, here's the family. There's my daughter in front of her classroom. And there's my family, my son and I at Google. That was take your parents to work day. And here's our multi-poo. And there is a picture of a golden doodle puppy. Okay, just so you might know a little bit about me. A little personal information too is I do tell a lot of stories, but I always try to apply, everything's applied to learning. So if your kids can learn something from my kids, what they did, then I will use it. So your kids will hear a lot about my family when I use them as examples in my teaching. Okay, so my goals this year are to encourage your students to fulfill their potential as independent learners, to push them wherever they start at, to get them as far as they can go. I don't compare them to somebody else. I just want them to move vertically. So it's really important to me. I love my favorite expression is, oh, now I get it. It's very rewarding as a teacher. And I think I have a lot of tools in my tool belt. So hopefully I can help them reach their potential. I want to teach all the academic subjects in a way in which the students understand them, not just understand them, but that they can apply them. I also want to prepare the students for the future. I want to get them as much, especially with virtual learning, understand the technology out there, and just be able to apply the knowledge they learn. And of course, to make learning fun, because I think you learn more when you're engaged and having fun. Class rules. I think you can pretty much break it down into 2 things: work hard and be kind. It looks a little bit different in a virtual world. But again, just work hard and be kind to make sure other students can learn. Okay, The class schedule. So this is tentative. This is where we're starting slow and steady. I will be sending out messages to you all the time. I try to break down information, especially being at my Zoom classes this summer and also all the different syllabuses I was reading online. I realized to give information as you need it, bits and pieces. It can be very, very overwhelming. And last year I thought, oh, I did a really good job. I thought it was pretty easy for parents to understand. And then it hit me that you parents are not just navigating one child, but sometimes you're navigating two or three, and each teacher has different expectations. And in my college class this summer, each teacher did things a little bit different, and that made it so much more difficult to keep track. So I will be continuing to give you information, slow and steady, and there will be an area on Google Classroom where there are help videos, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's see, so right here, this is our class schedule. You'll see some of them say Zoom, some of them say recorded. Sometimes I'll record a video, and please give me some leeway. I used to take 10 takes to get a 5-minute video, but I'm just going to try to get it out of my one take. We always want to be better, but we do recorded videos. We also do live Zooms, and it depends on how we think the children will learn better. Sometimes videos are good because kids can stop it, rewind, and watch it again. But sometimes when they're accountable, they're actually in a class setting, they listen better. So depending on what we're teaching, it might vary on how we present the material. There's also built-in breaks. We suggest when the kids take a break, take a break. Go move around, go outside, get some fresh air, get away from the computer. We didn't do it this week, but we will be linking fun videos on our Canvas page, and there'll be PE activities, stretch your brain. It'd be really nice if you encourage the children to do that. I think it just makes it a little bit more interesting and more part of their school day. So that's a little bit about our schedule. Next, okay, this is how I do virtual learning. It's made up of a lot of different things. We submit assignments to 2 different places, Seesaw and Google Classroom, and there'll be videos on how to get to those things, and it'll always tell you where they go. We do Zoom lessons. We have a new class Canvas page. This was my page last year, but Canvas used to be called My Connect. So I'll explain it over and over again, but you can always find the assignments there. This is what our calendar looked like. And you can, actually this year we did it. So some kids who get overwhelmed by looking at a whole week of assignments, we have a whole week at a glance, or you can go day by day. So it's presented to you in 2 different ways. These are all some different fun websites we have. And these are some other things I do. If you need Chromebooks, talk to our office. I would like to do parent meetings where I just meet with parents once a week and kind of go over information so you can hear it. As far as my office hours are whenever you need me. I have a phone, I use Class Dojo, and I check my messages all the time. I know how frustrating it is when you have a question and you can't go on until you get that question answered. And then if I just had set office hours or I didn't get back to you right away, you're kind of at a stalemate. So I look at my phone all the time during school. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So please don't feel afraid to ask me a question. I'd much rather answer it with a quick answer than have you stress or worry, or your child stress or worry. I'm also really flexible. In these uncertain times, I will hold your kids accountable for learning, of course, but I also know that things happen, and so I will work with you so that your child is learning, but we also, when something's going on with your family, whether someone gets sick or a parent has to go to work, we'll work with you. So just always text me and let me know. Okay, so that's a little bit about what virtual learning looks like in our classroom. Class expectations. These are some class expectations about what we expect for your children at home. Mrs. Lita, Mrs. Straw, and I work very closely together. We would like your kids to have a desk area, have supplies ready, quiet. It's a good idea in the morning to get them dressed up so that they feel like they're at school, get them a snack, have breakfast. Zoom expectations, really important. I would love to have me on speaker view. As much as I hate being on camera, I think it's less distracting for the kids to see other kids. And when I do small group, for sure, it's good to be in a group setting. But when I'm doing direct instruction, try to have me on speaker view, as much as I hate that. And in small group, you can do gallery so the kids can see the kids in the group. I really feel it's important for kids to be around other kids. I'd also wanted to say about that, I do a combination of whole class and small group. My favorite part of distance learning last year were my small groups, because when I do small group in the classroom, I have a lot of distractions. I have 20 other students I'm worrying about. When I do small group on Zooms, those kids are so focused in on me and I can hold them accountable. So, so I will be doing a lot of small group Zooms. Also, just to make sure your children are muted, and also if you can just keep an eye, just poke in when I'm doing lessons and just make sure that your child's focus and just following class rules. Same rules that they would follow in the classroom, they have to follow in Zoom. So no rolling around on their beds. I wouldn't let them roll around on the carpet. Just have them sit up, and I will try to be concise. I'll try to get to the point because I know kids can't sit that long. So we'll all work through this together. Okay, our hub. I'm going to send you a video on how to get to my Connect. It's now called Canvas. So this is something I'm just touching right now, but I will send you a video. But the Canvas is like the hub. It's where everything happens. You go onto my plan. It used to be my Connect. It's called Canvas now. You log in through the My Plan, and you'll get our weekly schedule. And it'll always be posted Monday by 7 o'clock. And then you can get through everything else through my plan. You can get through Think Central, Benchmark Universe, everything's on my plan. So I will send you out more directions there. And I know you all did it last year. Okay, we use Google Classroom. I know, I don't think first grade did, but we kind of love it. It's one place your kids can turn in assignments, and they can either type them onto Google Classroom, but I know little guys with their little fingers, it's hard to type. So you can always take a picture of your child's work and send it to us through Google Classroom. And this is a new tip we learned from another teacher. Actually, we learned from the parent last year. If you download the Google Classroom, this is Google Classroom app, whenever your child completes a homework assignment, you go to that assignment on your phone, take a picture, loads it. You're good to go. We know some kids prefer pencil paper. Some kids like to type it into Google Classroom. So that is what we're using this year. Again, slow and steady. I'm just giving you a heads up. Okay, tomorrow's distribution, and I'm so excited to meet your kids. So what I would like to do is ask you to write your child's name big, and then put my name underneath it. So when I see your car coming up, if you have that on the dashboard, I will come up to your car. I will bring your child's supplies and their passwords. You're going to get all their passwords in case you don't remember. And I will get to say a quick hi. Second grade, which is about 75 kids, we have about 60 minutes. So I don't know how long we'll have, but I'd love to come see your kid and your child in person. So we're handing out materials for about the first week and a half of school to 2 weeks. We will let you know when next distribution is. Just an FYI, because it always depends on the pace of what the children are doing, how fast we can move. We don't know what the students are coming to us at, since we didn't do end of the year assessments. And also, when I talk to you about my Connect or Canvas page, there are so many resources on there. So for instance, if you can't find your math book, or they go to the grandma's house for math and they forgot their math book, you can actually print up the page there. So I will go over all that with you, but there's a lot of stuff. I'm going to take it slow. Other information, Class Dojo. In your folders, I will be working late tonight, but I'm going to get you all signed up for Class Dojo. And that's how I communicate. And it's an app I have on my phone, and I check it often. That is the best way to get in touch with me. Email is a little bit, I don't have it on my phone, so it takes me to be on a computer to get it. So Class Dojo is the best way to get in touch with me. So that's some more information. Let's see what else. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful year with you and your child. And just remember, we're gonna kill it. It's gonna be great. And anytime there's any concerns, just come to me, and I would be glad to either get you help with somebody who can help you or help you myself. And I'm just always available for you. And I just wanted to say a last thank you to all of you for teaching my students this year. I will do my best to do as much of it as I can, but I know that it takes a village to teach a child nowadays. So anyway, thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will be putting this out for you. Okay, bye-bye.